Okay, hello guys, good afternoon. So today is September 13 and we're just gonna check on the fruiting bags we did create. So these are the 600 grams bags, and as you can see we do have some failures here. But let's just check first the colonization of the fruiting bags that we have, that it's not contaminated. So this is a yellow oyster mushrooms, inoculated September 4. So it's more than a week now. So inoculated using sawdust spawn. So as you can see, there are white at the bottom, or it's actually spread out. So this is also sawdust spawn, black oyster mushroom, and inoculated September 7. So almost fully colonized as well. And this one, the black oyster mushrooms that I've inoculated, all of them are sawdust spawns. And as you can see, they're spreading nicely. So yeah, probably after a week it's already ready to be fruiting. And this one, this is the first part of our of this series. This is a white oyster mushroom. Actually, the nutrients here is from flour, not from rice bran. So as you can see, part are not so good. Some parts are good enough, but I think it's gonna fruit. So just leave it there. Okay, just gonna leave it there. And this one is also the white oyster mushroom, but this is kind of weird, and I think that it wasn't able to colonize the substrate quicker or better because of the sawdust being acidic. But there are strains or variety of oyster that really well on eating this kind of substrate, especially the yellow and the black oyster mushrooms. They are really good at colonizing them, especially yellow. There's also a black oyster mushroom. So all of the black oyster mushroom used sawdust spawn, and yellow oyster mushroom I did use grain spawn, then sawdust spawn here. On the white we used grain spawn. And let's now talk about this contaminated bags. So what are these? All of these are pink oyster mushrooms, and they are really severely contaminated. So I think that the pink oyster mushroom doesn't really have a good colonization on this kind of substrate, which is kind of acidic. So I'm now creating some substrate, which I did add some agricultural lime. The agricultural lime will actually help to neutralize the acidity of our substrate. See, it's colonizing, but it does some contamination. So I don't know, probably those are the things that I'm looking at right now. So I really need to dispose this one and keep it away from my bags. So I do have some fruiting bags here to be sold after a month, hopefully. So they are starting to colonize now. Okay, so back to our topic, which is these bags. So I'm gonna create a new batch of substrate, but now we're using agricultural lime. So we're using lime to lower that acidity and hopefully helps our pink oyster mushroom to actually grow on the substrate. But if it's not really gonna work, we can stop producing that on this kind of substrate, and we're just gonna use it on this substrate. Anyway, so out of how many is this? 8, 11. 3 of those are already contaminated, but we can see, or we can say, that the issue is on the spawn the issue is on the spawn or on the substrate. So we're still not certain, but there are specific varieties of oyster mushroom spawns that I have that will not work on this kind of substrate. But the black and yellow really did well. The white a bit. So yeah, so we might need to experiment more on the pink oyster mushroom, but for the white, black and yellow, I guess we can make it work. So moving forward, we're gonna make another batch of this kind of substrate with lime. So hopefully we're gonna see better results, and I might also create sawdust spawns of pink oyster mushroom, and let's see if it's gonna work well or work better than the grain spawns. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully there's something that you did understand to what I've been saying. And let me know in the comment box below if you have any questions, queries about this. And we do have videos relating on how I did this. We're just updating what happens on the 15 bags that I did create. So this series will gonna be make your own mushroom at home series. I think that's gonna be a new series that we're gonna create. And thank you very much for watching. See you next video. Bye bye.